This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Look at us working on our holidays.
It's unbelievable. Drove up from Dunsborough. Got to live with Nath, actually.
I've hopped back from New Zealand. You're welcome.
This is it's really awkward, isn't it? Realising that you are working with an actual stalker.
Yeah.
And that's what's been happening for a
hi,
few
Harry.
years now with Harry. You see,
He hangs off our every
he's
word.
so obsessed with us and our show
Yeah.
that you demanded that you do a pick and mix for a podcast. Is that right, Harry? Out of the things you're obsessed with the most from us.
It's been almost 4 years and about 3.5 years of plotting my escape plan.
You're doing a very good job on that.
But I have picked some great stuff. You're going to love these, and I hope you guys are having a great holiday.
Stop being so obsessed
I
with
don't
us.
know what a holiday is.
Oh, come on, mate.
What?
Aren't you off to Japan, surely?
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Okay.
Didn't you go to Philadelphia just recently
Oh, yeah.
too?
Yeah, I went to Melbourne 4 times.
I can
Adelaide.
basically living at your parents' houses for free.
Come and have a swim if you want.
In the wing, in one of the wings.
All right, time to talk about when you were the one that lost something important at work.
Hi, Janelle.
Hi guys, good
Hey.
morning.
Hi,
Morning, Janelle.
good morning. All right, so what did you lose and why was it important?
So I worked at a financial services company and one of the clients mailed in a cheque for $1 million that was meant to be allocated to his account.
Yes.
And so we accidentally misplaced that cheque and I worked in the mail room. So unfortunately we were getting questioned by the boss. There was only 2 of us that worked in the mail
Yes.
room. And the other person said that they hadn't returned it, they hadn't lost it, they hadn't seen it. And I said, well, I can't really remember because I knew whoever's lost this is going down and getting fired. And I had another job lined up, so I didn't really care. So I left and went to the other job. And it turned out that the poor girl mailed it back to the client and she got fired. So $1 million cheque back in the mail to the client.
$1 million check.
But I mean, at least it turned
Yeah.
up.
And
I know.
Yes,
yeah,
definitely.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
only a cheque. It's not real money
Yeah, that's
anyway, is
right,
it? Let's be
exactly.
honest.
Who writes checks these days?
And the worst
That's
thing is,
what
the name of it was pay to cash.
Yeah, imagine.
imagine
$1 million. Now, this isn't on that scheme, but when I bought my apartment in Shenton Park, I had to get a bank check for the deposit and it was $20,000. And then I went on holidays to France and while I was there, I got a call from them saying, we've lost your deposit check. And I'm like, well, I have a receipt, so it's
Yeah.
not my problem. That's your problem. And they're like, can you check with the bank to see if it's been cashed? And I'm like, well, no, I'm in France at the moment, so no, that's not going to happen.
Exactly, messy
And
buckaroo.
they just threw it in the bin by mistake, by the sounds of it. Like, so she's taken it, issued the receipt, just put it
20
somewhere in a
grand.
pile. Yeah,
So
20
was that
grand.
deposit check from the bank or did you write a check?
It was a bank check.
I was gonna say, have you ever written a check?
Back in the day when
I've never had a
I
check.
had my business, I
Didn't
did
have a checkbook?
I've never
Yeah.
had
I
a
had a
checkbook.
checkbook back in the
Yeah.
day,
Did you?
yeah.
Yeah.
And you just like
stuff out.
you just like rip it
Yeah.
out
Yeah.
and you'd have a
Straight
little
out of the
stub
movies.
and
Yeah.
There you go.
Are you joking?
Yeah, full on, eh?
Checks. They seem so stupid.
Oh, they
Yeah.
do now, don't
Yeah.
they?
When I started my practice, I reckon about a third of the people would write a check to pay.
Write a
By the
check.
end, when I finished 8 years ago, one guy paid by check. That's it.
Wow.
I know. That was because credit cards just got so much easier. It's amazing, isn't it?
All right.
Thanks to Neil.
Let's go to Deirdre. Hi,
Hey,
Deirdre.
Good chat, guys.
Thanks.
Hi, how are you?
Hey, great.
Hi, Deirdre.
Okay, Deirdre, what did you lose?
So it was my turn to shut up shop at my previous job, and I lost the office and safe keys in the box crusher.
Oh.
In the box crusher.
So that means they were destroyed, yeah?
Yeah, they were. We didn't realise what had happened until someone made a bail the next time, and bits and pieces fell out the bottom.
Oh, Deirdre, so when you realised that you'd lost these keys,
Yeah.
and so
And
what do you
destroyed
do?
them.
Do you
So,
say-
so had you locked up or hadn't? Or so could you?
Couldn't lock
We
up.
had,
couldn't lock
we
up.
had not. So we had to contact the store manager, and he lived 150 k's away. He had a spare set, and he had to come and bring them back.
You had to drive
150
150
away.
Ks.
He did. He was not impressed, and I was no longer allowed to shut up shop anymore.
You lost
what
your
happened to the
privileges.
safe? Do you have to come? That'll all that stuff have to be changed, and that'll be costly, wouldn't it?
Well, I imagine it was.
And how many hay bales were having to be thrown out because they could contain keys?
No, it was boxes or
boxes,
cardboard.
sorry.
yeah.
How
It was a
many
box pressure, yeah.
Yeah, right.
It was just that one.
Okay, just one.
Just with all the fragments of keys.
And
Yeah.
every
Deirdre.
kilometre that boss drove, he was
I
getting
know.
angrier and angrier.
And then he had to drive home again. Like,
That's when you lie. That's when you literally lie and throw someone else under the bus that wasn't even there. And don't care if they've got a family to feed.
Agreed.
Yeah. That's
it's
what
you
we
that
do
we show
here.
under the bus, Sean, just so you know.
okay.
Renee, hello.
Good morning.
Hi, Renee.
Hello,
Renee.
Definitely your real name. Did you lose something at work?
We lost a child at the zoo on a school excursion.
Uh-oh. Is this kid still there?
Well, no, luckily he's not. We got halfway back to Joondalup on the train.
Oh,
What age?
Renee.
What age was this child, Renee?
Year 2.
Oh,
Year 2. Okay, so who
little
alerted
fuckers.
you to? Did the zoo itself ring you and say,
So
by the
the-
way, you've lost somebody?
The zoo rang the school principal, who rang
damn.
us and asked if we'd left something behind. And we had to look around for a while, thinking, "Oh, we've left it. What have we left? Like, what have?"
How? You know what? Firstly, can I say something behind?
yeah. So like it wasn't the first aid.
Like
I mean,
they
it's a
could
kid.
have led with it's a child,
Or
but like,
left
instead
some
like
one
is
behind.
anyone missing a bangle? Yes.
Yeah, so it turned out the education assistant had put him in timeout because he was being silly and running around. And,
I mean,
and
way to
then
follow
at
through
the
with
call-
a punishment.
Yeah, and then he had stayed there, so there was a call for, to line up the bus, and he had stayed in timeout like a good child, and she'd forgotten about him. So we'd counted on, didn't count. Obviously, someone couldn't count. And he got left behind.
Can I just say,
He's sitting there by himself.
this would be an amazing movie where in 10 years' time we find out the kid has been raised by the Perth Zoo animals.
That's right.
And it's like Perth's very own little Tarzan. And people only ever saw a glimpse of him. Did you see a kid in the elephant?
Yeah, they'll be like, no, you didn't see a kid.
Mowgli.
Yeah, ridiculous.
See a kid riding the line.
So what happened, Renee? Did you have to then get all of the kids off the train onto another train back to the city?
No.
Back to what
So
happened?
we always have someone driving, so someone drove, so they were called to turn around and pick him up. But I don't think his parents were happy.
Oh, okay.
Because you have
do you
to
tell them?
Yeah,
do you have to tell
yeah,
them?
do you have to tell them, or can you try and keep it a secret?
Yeah.
Sometimes they're
yes, you
blabbermouths,
do.
Nathan. Sometimes
They are
the kids.
Oh,
blabbermouths.
yeah, but kids are liars.
And every kid got off the bus going, "We left so and so
Yeah.
behind, and he had wrong."
They're such dobbers.
They are.
Yeah, but yeah.
I would have said to them, if anyone tells their parents, we're going back there, we're taking you back there, and we're throwing you into the lion cage. And you know what? I've got the runs on the board, so you know I'll do it.
Thanks, Renee. Let's go to Ali. Hello.
Hi, how you going?
Great, Ali. Did
Hi,
you
Ali.
lose something important at work? Did you?
Yes, I did. I've worked in aged care for 20 years, and the first Saturday trip, we had about 15 clients that we took up to Kalamunda,
Oh, no.
and there was only about 3 of us, and one of my ladies wanted to go to the toilet, so I walked with her and I waited with her. Then I got a call to say that one of the other ladies had had a fall, and I said, okay. I yelled out at my client, and I said, look, I'll only be a few minutes. Can you please wait here?
Okay.
Yeah, okay, she says. So I'm waiting. I ran down to help the other girl.
Yeah.
And anyway, when I got back, the lady, oh my gosh, it's our first Saturday trip, and I've lost a whole person. So anyway, I'm running around trying to look for her, and I thought, hang on, she might be in the pub. So I raced across the road,
Might be in
and
the
the guy behind the bar says to me, are you looking for an elderly lady? And I've gone, yes. She was sitting down having a beer. She was quite happy. She'd actually crossed the road, gone into the
love
pub,
her.
was having a beer, and I thought, oh my God, I'm just so going to lose my job. And I've lost a whole person on the first day.
Oh,
my
Ali,
God.
that's so good that
But-
she did that.
Luckily, she didn't remember what happened, did she?
She didn't tell anyone.
Happy. No, she was quite happy just sitting there having a beer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you'd want to lose one that has memory issues, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you? Like you go back and you have one on your day. Yeah, I don't know what happened.
The Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
We just had a chat to our digital content producer, Sam, because it turns out he, over the years, has spent a lot of money on bags.
There's this one little bum bag looking thing that's black. It's tiny and it looks like it costs like $30 and it's $500.
And a
Mate, the
yellow
clutch.
leather clutch, fluoro yellow.
$980.
$980. I mean, I get the tote bag. The duffel bag. That's a big
Oh,
bag.
yeah, but still, like
I know.
$3,000, you
I
got it
know.
on sale for $1,500. But like, come on, it's a bag.
Yeah, that's right.
And we went, "Are you insane?" And that's what we're talking about right
Pics
now.
are on Insta if you want to see these
Yes.
bags, by the way. Luke's in Mandurah. Hello, Luke.
Hello, how are you?
Okay.
Wonderful, Luke.
All right,
Okay.
is this something you got, Luke, or someone else got?
Yeah, so no, I purchased it. So it was a Josh Kennedy footy jumper, his last worn jumper when he won in the Eagles. It was around 15 last season.
Okay.
Yes.
And it was in at auction, and I'd planned on only paying $3,000, and I got caught in the moment and I ended up paying $11,500.
Oh,
Luke!
Luke, we could have got you one for $100.
Luke!
Luke,
my
do you
wife's
have a
Docker
missus,
fan, so
Luke?
She doesn't understand. Yeah, she's a Docker fan, so she'll never understand.
I kind of like it
my
from that.
oldest daughter is an Eagle, so she's over the moon about it.
Okay, no, sorry, $11,000. Like, are you
Yeah,
like $11,500? So, is that going to ever go up in price? Like, talk to me.
God,
Sean.
well, you'd hope so.
But
I don't know. I don't know if you
memorabilia
would.
like that? I don't know.
You know, he's the greatest ever goal kicker the West Coast Eagles will have. That'll
Terrific
stand for
bloke.
a
long
period of
time,
time.
yeah.
There's no doubt about that, Nath. But, geez, man.
Luke.
Did you have regret the next
Money
day?
well spent.
Do you? Oh, so you have no regrets about that?
Oh, absolutely not. No, maybe paid a little bit too much.
Of course you did.
You reckon?
There's only two of them, and I have one of them.
Yeah.
So, yeah. No, I'm happy with my purchase.
Nah.
Okay, so that's the
Okay,
day.
Nathan.
How many goals did you kick that day? 7? No, more.
It was 8 or 9, wasn't it, on that last game? How was it?
Might
It was
have
8,
been
I
11,
think.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, Luke should know. He bought the jersey.
Luke?
How many did he kick in that last game?
No. So his last game, I believe he kicked 7 or 8, but it was actually the round 15. So it was the last game he won when he played for the Eagles.
Oh, it wasn't even his last game.
even-
He never played it.
Oh, Luke, you idiot. Luke, you got caught up in the moment. If you go to an auction next time, take cash and leave your credit card at home.
That's right.
And that's it. And then that's all you can spend.
Yes.
Oh, Luke.
Luke.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
Luke. Luke says it's worth it.
Yep.
Anyway.
No regrets.
No.
Thanks, Luke. Tegan, hello.
Hi, how's it going?
Good,
Oh,
Tegan.
Is this about your husband?
Yes,
What
so
did
my
he
husband,
do?
he decided to treat himself over Christmas,
Yes.
and he bought himself a Versace spray jacket, like a windbreaker.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's
God.
very, very thin. He imported it from the US, so it came in at about $2,000 for a windbreaker.
So this is like that. It's like that parachute material stuff, isn't
Yep.
it? Yeah,
Really
and it's
super
thin.
thin.
It's as thin as there's no even lining in it, really, is there?
Nope, that's
And
it.
does
like,
it
it's not gonna
actually
keep
protect you from the
warm.
weather? No.
No, it does not.
Does it look
Purely
good?
for looks.
1,000.
I mean, it looks nice, but
Oh,
he's not active in terms of like going to the gym or running. So I'm like, when are you going to wear this, babe?
So where has he worn it?
He hasn't worn it yet, so he only just got it this Christmas past. It's currently sitting in the wardrobe, nicely packed along with all the other bougie items he's
Yes.
purchased.
It's not really the weather for it.
So I'm so glad I didn't get the bougie bug, right? Because that is an expensive road to walk down. So he's caught the bougie bug.
Oh, absolutely. I just have stopped asking. He doesn't even have parcels delivered to our house anymore.
Oh.
He
Yeah.
gets them delivered to my parents' house so that there's someone to intercept it between me and him.
So what else has he got? What else has he got in his collection?
I mean, he's got a Versace wallet. That was I didn't ask about that.
Oh.
He also got some Gucci sneakers as well for Christmas. So I felt a little bit guilty for not going outrageous for Christmas for
Yes.
him. And then when all these parcels started to rock
Yeah.
up, I went,
Like you
actually,
didn't
no,
need to.
Can I just say-
It's an interesting
can I say-
aesthetic, the Versace aesthetic too.
I
you know
don't
what
like the
mean?
Versace
Like-
aesthetic. I think it's so tacky.
Like-
Yeah, so your husband needs to pull out from there. Louis Vuitton, right? So we make good money. Let's be honest, we make good money, and we can probably afford these things. But
He's looking at me, not you. Sean.
He's not looking at me. Straight past me.
But I will not do it. So it was my mate's birthday just recently, last year, and I thought, well, what does he love? And I know he loves Louis Vuitton, and I went, okay, what could I get him? So I thought, okay, I'm going to look on Louis
They
Vuitton.
do a key ring?
Yes. So the only thing I thought was to look in the accessories because I might
Yes.
be able to find something little. And then I thought, oh my God, he loves his coffee. Maybe I'll get him a reusable coffee cup. $1,200 for a reusable Louis Vuitton coffee cup. I didn't buy it.
No.
I refused. But someone out there like your bougie
buying
husband
it.
Yes.
will buy that. God, it blows my mind.
Sam is he joined our team late last year, but then we went on holidays and then we've come back and we're starting to learn all about him.
Yeah, like his little expensive bag habit.
Yeah,
which
it's
his
not
mother
just
is
one.
finding out for the very first time this morning because you told your mum. How much did you tell your mum that bag was?
Oh, yeah, like $20.
20 bucks. Yeah, nearly 1,000.
Your dad won't be happy either hearing the price of these bags.
Yeah,
So a
yeah.
tiny little bum bag looking thing was $500 because it was Izzy Miyake.
A fluoro clutch was nearly $1,000.
Yes,
'cause
and
it's Louis Vuitton.
I got this other bag, like a black leather duffel bag, was $3,000, but he got it for the bargain price of $1,500.
Buffalo leather, though, Nathan.
Buffalo leather.
But we all said,
Buffalo.
are you insane?
We are saying you insane.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about
Kylie's
now.
in Maylands. Hi, Kylie.
Hello,
Hi, Kylie.
All right,
Who's the
Kylie.
culprit?
I am, or my ex-husband and I are.
Okay.
Yes, okay.
Here we go.
$70,000 on a wedding. The marriage lasted 2 years.
Oh,
Oh, it's not money for. It's not value for money there. I
still
would have
paying it
thought,
off,
Kylie.
Well, our parents were kind of competing against one another.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a great
So
position to be in.
they were like, oh, you need this and you need that. And then aviation's known for quite a heavy drinking sort of culture. And I'm also a country girl. So add the two combined, I think we spent $20,000 on the tab.
So the booze.
$20,000
booze
on
Oh
booze.
my God. Was it top level
Yeah.
stuff or was it just
Just a lot of,
Probably
it was just a lot of low level stuff, Sean.
Quantity over
It
quality.
was not cocktails or anything like that. It was just
the
yeah.
basics?
The cleaners would have definitely hated us.
Yeah,
that's for
it's just
sure.
rubbish bins full of beer, Sean.
Yeah.
What was the most?
Toilets were a disgrace.
So $20,000 on booze. That's
Yes.
insane. What was the other cost that you went? Oh God, I regret that.
Well, our photographer, I paid $9,500 for him.
For photos that you no longer want to look at. Yep.
Yeah, well, we didn't even get our photos.
Oh,
Why?
It was a scam. Yeah, he didn't.
what?
What do you mean? Was he there? Did he have a fake camera?
Well, he was taking photos and he followed the limos and he rocked up to our accommodation and everything like that.
Yeah.
But I'm like, 3 months later, I'm like, hey, we're supposed to have our photos a month ago. And he's like, no, you didn't pay for that package.
Oh,
What, the package where you got the photos? you just paid for me to take them. You didn't pay for you to receive them.
geez, how much do you have to pay to get photos? $9,500.
Are you joking?
I wish I was.
Did you
but
report him?
I wish, yeah, he was a horrible person in the end. He was like, no, he blocked my mum's calls, my calls.
That's a consumer
Oh,
affairs
that
matter.
absolutely,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
This is ACA.
But I
Yeah.
didn't have the receipts because I don't bank deposits.
Oh. Do you think that was a sign of the times, so Kylie, when you think back on it?
Yeah.
Oh, it was 2011.
Yeah, no, what he's saying, it was a sign that the marriage wasn't going to work out.
Oh, 100%.
Red flags.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you reckon
But my
maybe?
best friend is my ex-husband. So
What was that?
we,
Oh, your best
my
friends?
ex-husband. Yeah, we're best friends still. So that's nice.
Is that real?
It's a lot of money to pay to get a best friend. Everybody else does it for free. I'm just saying.
$70,000.
$70,000.
On a
Thanks,
wedding
Kylie.
last 2 years.
Like, remember when you were mad because you bought a present for somebody whose marriage only lasted 11 months?
I know.
$250.
Yeah.
Well, that was I was angry at that. Firstly, because they went into the long haul and I deserved a refund. But also, Sean and I agreed to give $250, and Sean at the end, once the envelopes were passed in, only gave $200, and then I couldn't go up there and get my extra $50 out.
And also, that was from him and Megan.
Him and Megan,
yours
just
was
me
from
solo.
you.
And
Yeah.
all I want to do was get out there, but the presents were right in front of everyone. I was like, I just want to go in there and just go
Rifle
go
through and get a
to the
$50
hot tea urn and just like I will never let it go. And we should have been given money back.
We should have been because
if you don't last a
normally-
year, do the math on how long you live, and then you give me back the appropriate money.
But also, isn't it one of the things when you're thinking about the wedding gift is if you're giving money, is it like the people are putting on a show or whatever, is it covering your costs?
Right, yeah,
Is that-
roughly. Like that's a good guide. Is an equivalent of what it would cost.
Oh
them
my
to
God!
have
so
you.
what
Oh
are the
my
costs?
God! When the old ladies were walking up taking the Glad wrap off the coleslaw, I'm pretty sure that my $250 could have been better spent elsewhere.
Some expensive cabbage, Nathan.
Anyway, sorry,
anywho,
1,000 apologies.
Sort of an outburst.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
Every so often, Ali comes in and actively asks for our opinion on something which
Yeah.
blows us away. And you wanted to ask us about something. We stopped you and said, let's do it live on air.
And then you said absolutely not.
I don't want to do it on air.
Doesn't matter. You're doing it on air now.
You've joined a group, have you?
So I've requested to join a group on Facebook that's doing the rounds, right?
So you have to request before you
You
get
have to
accepted.
be accepted
Yes.
in, right?
Right.
And the group is called Do we have the same boyfriend? Perth edition. So basically, girls are posting pictures of their boyfriend just to double check if they're not also seeing someone else. I'm not checking on anyone personally because I know that he doesn't have time.
But you just want to be part of it.
I just want to see what happens.
I want to see what happens.
I want the tea. I want the goss.
Yeah.
I've got nothing better to do.
So have you got any access to anything that's happened so far?
They haven't let me in.
Gosh.
So if you're listening, gals, let me in.
Maybe we can secure an interview with these people because I'd love to know.
Who's the head
I'd
of the
love to know
group?
the catalyst of what started this and how many people have found their
It's only been.
their
It was only
boyfriends.
created about 15 hours ago, and,
And
it's already had
4,000 men have been caught.
Because the answer to the question is yes.
yes, we are.
This is fantastic. We need to know
Wow.
the head honcho of this.
Yes.
And we need to speak to them.
Isn't that amazing that there are some guys out there that are probably listening right now that are currently seriously
And just
dating
went,
two women that
uh-oh.
don't know about each other?
Yeah.
How do you have the time?
Isn't
and
that
how can you put up with them? The two of them?
You know what you'd need?
To try to please.
You'd need
Harry.
like you couldn't have two high maintenance girls.
Oh, God,
You'd
no.
need to have one that doesn't care really about
Yeah.
seeing you and the other one that does. I
Yeah.
mean, like it just wouldn't work. Sean.
Still, time
that's how I do it, yeah.
Who could be bothered?
That's how you, of course. Yeah.
Megan's not listening. Is
I
she?
think it's a great.
I hope not.
It's a great group. I hope they accept you.
Yeah, we can't wait.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.